still make some sounds. I love reading physical books. I do not often do it, lately, but now we have this, which is from the 1974, so yeah, this is a 4th edition. So I wanted to read some random page, but then I changed my mind. It's a little bit uncomfortable with the microphone so close, but I decided that it's going to be better so you can hear my voice closer. The Roman world, early Rome. The term from which the Roman Empire sprang was a settlement of Latin-speaking people on the Tiber River in Italy. To the contemporary Greeks, these early Romans could have appeared hardly more than a rude farmer folk. Yet, from the time we first heard of them, they displayed a surpassing genius for military and political organization. By the end of the 3rd century before Christ, the Romans had secured undisputed control of the Italian peninsula. Within another 100 years, they had conquered Spain, northern Africa, and southern Gaul. Being drawn into the troubled waters of the East, the Romans then crushed the Hellenistic monarchies of Syria and Macedon, made Egypt a protectorate, and so rounded out their dominion of the Mediterranean shores. Most of the territories that were to comprise the Roman Empire were thus in some fashion brought together. But their integration was a long and troublesome process. Rome, now commanding a host of allied and subject peoples, remained essentially what it had been before, a city-state on the Tiber, formally styled the Republic, Res Publica, or Commonwealth. Its citizens were the privileged body of Italians who alone enjoyed equal rights under the Roman law, and upon whom, in theory, the government ultimately depended. Actually, the effective power was restricted to the senatorial aristocracy, the few families who, by controlling the elections, named the magistrates and dictated their policies. The supreme direction of the Republic, civil, military, and religious, was called the Imperium, whence eventually our empire. But as yet it was held by a group of officials styled consuls and praetors. Some of them ruled at home, others administered outlying regions, provinciae, provinces, designated by the Senate. For a long time, the ancient constitution had worked efficiently, as the amazing success of the Republic bore witness. Then, in the closing century of the pre-Christian era, the system broke down, devised for a small city-state. It proved inadequate for the Mediterranean world. Nearly 100 years of political disorder, marked by a bitter conflict between the old senatorial aristocracy and the lower classes, ended with a new settlement carried out by Augustus. At least officially, he avoided the precedent set by his uncle Julius Caesar. The latter, after conquering Gaul, had championed the cause of the people against the Senate and so gained the life dictatorship, which was virtually monarchy without a royal crown. Augustus made it appear that he preferred a political compromise, joint rule by the Senate and himself. The first man, princeps, eventually prince, of the state, but newly discovered records show that, in case of conflict, Augustus exercised supreme authority and tended to become more rather than less autocratic. His regime, though referred to by modern historians as the Empire, is more properly called the Principate, for as yet the title Imperator was little more than the designation of a victorious general. Theoretically, therefore, the administration of Augustus made no sudden change with the past. The Republic remained unaltered, except that it now had a principal magistrate and commander-in-chief elected for life. The Senate was kept not merely as an order of supreme social honor, but as a governing council for the city of Rome and for those of the provinces that required no large body of troops. The highest officials, both civil and military, were normally landed aristocrats. For a while they were still chosen by the ancient assemblies, which also voted formal laws. Later, these functions, in one way or another, came to be exercised by the Senate and the Princeps. Although Leadership in the Roman legions had always been restricted to citizens. This policy placed an inevitable check on territorial expansion, failing to secure the line of the Elbe River. Augusto made the Rhine and the Danube his northern defense. To the east, the Parthians were held along the upper Euphrates and the edge of the Arabian desert. In Africa, the Sahara provided a natural frontier to the south. These were to remain the principal boundaries of the Roman Empire until its collapse in the west during the 5th century. Imperial administration. Judged by our best historical standards, the empire of the 2nd century was in a healthful condition. Its military system, especially the modern eyes, seems a marvel of efficiency, for without the mechanical aids of today, it kept an enormous expanse of territory in a peace that has since remained proverbial. Thanks to the virtually continuous efforts of the emperors, the frontiers had been greatly strengthened since the time of Augustus. Tremendous lines of fortification were thrown across wild regions where neither desert nor river afforded adequate protection, as in the newly acquired provinces of Britain and Dacia, and in Germany to connect the Rhine and the Danube. Along the frontiers were distributed small fortresses, castella, held by permanent garrisons, and at wider intervals the great legionary camps, castra, which often attracted a considerable urban population. In the earlier period, most of these construction had been of earth and timber, but in the course of time masonry was substituted, of such massive strength that much of it has lasted even to our own day. Of equal strength and much greater utility were the paved stone roads that paralleled the frontiers and connected them with the great cities of the interior. These highways also served as official lines of communication. By means of post horses stationed at regular intervals, imperial messengers carried dispatches and reports at the highest speed then attainable. I want to show you the map. I don't know if you are going to see. This is what it was, the old Rome. This book I found it because we are renovating in Rome, and the daughter of my boyfriend has it in all of her books. So since she was gonna get rid of some because here where I live is the language I speak with everyone, so it's always good to get